Happening now, New York State Attorney General Eric Schneiderman expected to make a big announcement today. A Kennedy woman arrested after a crash, and Toys R Us bankrupt. That's news now for Tuesday, September 19th, 2017.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
The crackdown on drug trafficking being felt on a larger level today. I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm James Reed. The Attorney General's office will reveal the results of a nationwide drug investigation.
That is our top story. New York State Attorney General Eric Schneiderman will make a big announcement this afternoon regarding a nationwide opioid investigation. In recent weeks, Schneiderman's office has announced several big arrests of high-profile drug traffickers in New York State. We'll bring that announcement to you here live.
Chautauqua County District Attorney Patrick Swanson was questioned by WNY News Now reporters Matt Hummel and Ryan Hedrick following an event at Jamestown Community College on Monday afternoon. In particular, News Now wanted to know why a witness to a recent shooting in Dunkirk was allowed to take a cigarette break in the middle of a meeting with prosecutors. Swanson seemed to downplay the significance of the event.
And that's something the court worries about, rightfully so. It was unfortunate that witness did that, but we've spoken with that person. I don't expect they'll do it again.
So essentially those jurors are turned into witnesses?
Well, feasibly, if the defense lawyer would want to call them for trial, sure, they would be. I don't suspect this particular witness would have said anything that would have been different from what he's told us, but I mean, potentially, yeah. That's what the concern for the court was.
Swanson refused to comment on the recent story about accused arsonist Jonathan Young being charged with 2 more arsons. Now, more on our encounter with District Attorney Patrick Swanson is available at WNYNewsNow.com.
A Kennedy woman is facing charges following a single vehicle accident. New York State Police say 39-year-old Tanya Spallino was drunk when the vehicle she was operating struck a guardrail and ended up in a ravine. Now, Spallino was cited for drunk driving and reckless driving. She's due to the town of Poland court later this month.
Well, straight ahead, bad news for Justin. Toys R Us is facing bankruptcy. But first, let's take a look at your First Defense weather forecast.
Now, your First Defense forecast with Dakota Hunter.
Well, good morning, everybody. Let's do a quick update on Hurricane Maria. She is now approaching Puerto Rico as a very catastrophic Category 5. The top winds are 160 miles an hour with gusts to near 200. And as I told you yesterday, this is coming up toward the Leeward Islands and many of the areas that were hit by Irma just within the past week. Any good news, the cone of uncertainty from the NHC does keep it away from Florida, but we will have to watch for a potential East Coast threat. Now, getting back to local weather, here's your First Defense for this week. Humidity levels for this week are going to be between 60 and 65, which is quite humid. And toward the end of the week, we could very well be setting record highs to end the week. And summer just does not want to quit. Here's your First Defense forecast for today. Partly sunny on average. The humidity will creep up as well. There is a slight chance of an isolated shower, but I really wouldn't count on that. We'll go for that high of around 79. And then for tonight, partly cloudy skies. Fog redevelops in the river valley areas. We'll dip down to around 59. And then for tomorrow, mostly sunny skies. Humidity continues to rise. We'll shoot for a high of around 80 degrees with that north wind. And then up on the 7-day, take a look at that heat. We're going to be more than 10 degrees above average. And come Sunday, we could possibly come close to 90. News Now continues right after the break, so you stay with us.
Chautauqua Audio Works now offers instrument rentals starting at just $17 per month. We're your school's band and orchestra headquarters, the only place with loaners on site. So pick up an instrument today. Order online with the keyword Chautauqua, shipping straight to your door. You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Oh, it's not all fun and games for Toys R Us. The retailer is filing for bankruptcy protection. In a statement released Monday, company officials say they will use the proceedings to deal with $5 billion worth of debt. Despite the announcement, Toys R Us stores will stay open worldwide. Now, the company had close to a 5% dip in same-store sales during the first quarter and a net loss of $164 million. Second quarter results are due before the end of the month.
At least the store gets to stay open.
Yes.
Well, some help from the public resulted in an arrest in Cat County. Now, back in April, state troopers and officers from the Bureau of Criminal Investigation were called to investigate a fire at Hayek Road in the town of Farmsville. A seasonal camp and 2 house trailers were destroyed in that blaze. Well, thanks to several people responding to the state police's appeal for public assistance, the BCI agents arrested 18-year-old Joshua Manette in connection with that incident. Now, he faces charges from third-degree arson to second-degree criminal mischief. On the date of his arrest, Manette was actually out on bail from a previous arrest.
A 17-year-old driver is facing some serious charges as a result of an accident in the town of Mina a few weekends back. At 8:03 p.m. on Sunday, September 3rd, Chautauqua County Sheriff's deputies responded to a personal injury accident on Sulphur Springs Road. It was determined that the driver had been traveling at a very high rate of speed when he lost control of the vehicle and experienced a rollover. An impact with the utility pole actually severed the car in half, resulting in numerous injuries to the driver and his passengers, all of whom were transported to UPMC Hammett. The 17-year-old male has now been charged with reckless driving, speed not reasonable, and moving from the lane unsafely. He's scheduled to appear in the town of Mina court at a later date.
Well, sports is next. That's where we find our Ryan Hedrick at the Schultz Sports Desk coming up.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
Located in the St. Elmo building in Chautauqua Institution, La Familia Restaurant is more than a restaurant.
So people love the fact that we are committed to the farm-to-table aspect in our produce and focus on sustainability with our seafood too.
La Familia has signature dishes.
Sirloin filet over on the table. Next is our Aegean chicken and a cider brine pork chop.
La Familia even has a singing chef. La Familia, fine dining with a family atmosphere. Let them host your special event today. LaFamiliaCHQ.com.
In case you went to bed like I did, the Detroit Lions beat the Giants 24-10. They have a potent pass offense that is doing big things in Week 3. The Yankees beat the Twins in Major League Baseball 2-1. They pounded out 8 hits. They did commit an error, but it did not come back to get them. The Red Sox stayed pace in the AL East, beating the Orioles 10-8. More National League. The Brewers shut out the Pirates 3-0. And the Marlins, the Marlins pounded the Mets 13-1. Ouch! Throw salt on the Mets' 65-85 season. I'm Ryan Hedrick for WNY Sports Now.
Welcome to Internet Market Value Pricing. At Schultz, we use a unique computer software program that determines what every used vehicle within 250 miles is selling for. Then we price our vehicle at the lowest possible price, with no haggling, no uncertainty, and no hassle to you. All certified pre-owned vehicles come with a free Schultz Advantage 1-year maintenance plan, limited lifetime engine warranty, Carfax report, and go through a multi-point inspection before they are offered for sale. Visit us at schultzauto.com or in person at one of our convenient locations.
The Main Landing Restaurant, Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. Love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the main landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The main landing restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Well, you're not going to believe this next story. Police in Colorado need help finding a woman who was caught defecating on a sidewalk in front of children.
We call her the Mad Pooper of Pine Creek.
Kathy Buddy and her family have had enough.
And it's not like it's private. People can see you. I mean, we're seeing her, so.
Pants around ankles in broad daylight. Her kids saw it happen first.
They came screaming, you know, you're not going to believe this. They're like crying. It's like, what? And they're like, there's a lady taking a poop. And so I come outside, it's like, oh dear goodness. And so I was like, are you serious? Are you really taking a poop right here in front of my kids? And she's like, yeah, sorry.
Kathy says if that was it, there wouldn't be a problem.
And so I thought for sure she's mortified. It was an accident. She'll go get a dog bag, come back, clean it up, you know, and never run here ever again. Not the case.
Kathy says the runner knows what she's doing and comes with napkins in her pockets.
There's a bathroom across the street right here. Our park has porta potties. There's a gas station right here.
She's even working on an embarrassing smear campaign, posting this sign to get her to cut the, well, you know.
Quick to go, it's disgusting. I mean, bottom line is it's disgusting.
Officers have asked Kathy to snap some pictures of the runner and get the word out, hoping she will stop before indecent exposure and public defecation charges.
It's just not a natural thing we would do in our society to drop your trouser and relieve yourself right there when you know there's people around, especially.
So, wow.
Police search for pooper. You don't see that on
you
the
don't
news
see that every day. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, should I write that as the CG? Heck yeah.
Oh, man.
But man, in a way, like, it's funny, like we're joking about it, but in a way it's like, who in their right mind, they're like going for a jog. I get emergencies, believe me.
Yeah, but not every day or
No,
whatever.
it's like, maybe you should have knocked on their door. And, I mean, I wouldn't let a stranger into my house though to do that. Like, okay, let's go to Dakota for whether you're going to bail us out, right?
Isn't it always interesting how we get these stories right before we do find a way?
I know, right?
All right, let's take a look at the extended forecast one more time, and we're going to be very warm throughout this week. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to have a very good shot at hitting record highs. And note that high on Saturday of 86 and Sunday of 87. We could very well hit those or even break those records. Summer just will not quit, guys. It's here to stay.
You know, I like the warmth, Dakota, but I'm kind of feeling like fall, like I'm hot.
Oh,
you know, it's like, come on. So I know that we wanted to touch in real quickly. I don't know if we have at least like a look at that shot, Storm, in the control room from... Okay, yeah, so, all right, there we go. So this is the live stream that we're getting from the State Attorney General's office. We'll bring this to you live on Facebook once it happens. We don't want to burden you with it here on News Now, per se. So we're going to end the show, but as soon as we get the announcement and it becomes underway, we will run it for you here live so you can hear what the Attorney General has to say about a pretty serious topic there with all of the work he's been doing fighting drugs and what he wants to do going forward. So that is News Now for today. Of course, we're back again tomorrow.
And for News 24/7, be sure to visit WNYNewsNow.com, where coverage comes first.
See you tomorrow.